This is the best mattress for back pain, but probably not for the reasons you think. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Nate Fear. I'm a licensed physical therapist and the founder of Back Unbroken. Today we're talking about all things mattresses and back pain and which one I think you should consider if you're in the market for a new one. I've personally bought not one, but two of these exact mattresses and have recommended them to tons of friends and family. So I want to share why I think it's so great and why I think you should consider it. Without keeping you in the dark too long, this is the Novilla 12-inch memory foam mattress. This is the king size version, and we also have a queen in the guest room. Before we get started, I just want to be clear that this video is not sponsored and this company has no idea who I am. These are my honest thoughts based on my experience of owning two of these things for the last couple of years and what I think is important when it comes to back pain. That being said, if you're in the market for a new mattress and you want to take a look at the one that I'm talking about here, I'll leave an Amazon affiliate link down below. So here's the thing. A couple years ago, I wouldn't have even considered making a video like this, and anytime someone asked me what the best mattress was for back pain, I would just shrug off the question. Because when it comes to the actual research and evidence that we have on mattresses and back pain, there's not one perfect mattress that's gonna cure your pain. It just doesn't really exist. And most of the time, it's a marketing gimmick for a company to sell you some high-priced mattress. At the end of the day, the best mattress for you is the one that you feel comfortable with and gives you a good night of sleep. But with that being said, sleep quality and duration have huge effects on back pain. And we spend about a third of our life on these things. So I do think it's worth discussing and paying attention to, especially if you're having trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, getting comfortable, you're having pain in the night, anything like that. If you can get high quality, comfortable sleep night after night consistently, that's going to have massive impacts on your pain. Now again, when it comes to the research, we don't have anything super definitive, but we do have some guidelines to get us started. So the first thing that we know is that on average, super firm or hard mattresses are probably not the way to go when it comes to back pain. Most people with back pain report lower quality and duration of sleep as well as more pain the next day when sleeping on a firm mattress. Now again, that's on average, and this is highly individualized, but it's a good place to start. Now most of the time, this is where people try to get really fancy about showing you how the firmness of the mattress is affecting your spine curvature or the way your body sits on the mattress, or how it's affecting your discs or your bones or your skeletal structure. But honestly, let's just think about this with common sense. If I asked you tonight to sleep on a slab of concrete, how do you think your sleep would be? And how do you think your pain would be the next day? I'm willing to bet that most people would have a terrible night of sleep and would wake up the next day in more pain and more discomfort. And on the other end of the spectrum, if I asked you to spend the night in a hammock, you're probably also going to struggle to get a really good night of sleep and wake up the next day feeling great. And the research does seem to support this, suggesting that a medium firm mattress is probably the way to go, especially if you're struggling with back pain. So that's the first thing I want to talk about with this Novilla 12-inch mattress. This is a memory foam mattress with a medium amount of firmness. So this top layer is super comfortable and squishy and sort of holds your body in place. And then this bottom layer is a little bit thicker and a little bit more firm. So together, this gives you a really good amount of support while also being insanely comfortable. So that alone is a huge reason why I love and recommend this mattress. But there's honestly a more important feature to memory foam mattresses that I think is usually overlooked, which is motion isolation. So this applies much more if you have a partner or a spouse or someone who shares the bed with you. But because the mattress is memory foam and doesn't have any springs inside, it basically cancels out motion from any other part of the mattress. So if your partner shifts or moves or gets up in the night, you're not gonna feel it. And I honestly cannot tell you how game-changing this was when we switched over to a memory foam mattress. Especially with a king mattress like this, you would have no idea if someone was jumping on the other end of this while you were asleep on the other side. It's that good at isolating motion. So think about every single time that your partner moves or even you move slightly and the mattress ends up wiggling or bouncing a little bit. That doesn't happen with a memory foam mattress like this. So right off the bat, if you can make a switch from a firm spring mattress to a medium firm memory foam mattress, that could have a massive impact on your sleep and recovery in the long term. You're gonna have more comfortable, less interrupted sleep on a consistent basis, and that can have huge effects on back pain. So first, you might actually be more comfortable and reduce pain and symptoms the next day by just having a more comfortable mattress. But honestly, I think the more overlooked benefit of something like this is the more consistent and less interrupted sleep over the long haul. All right, the next big benefit is more of a logistical one, but it's the fact that this thing shows up from Amazon in a box. You don't have to schedule a delivery or get this huge mattress delivered to your house that you have to haul through the hallways or upstairs. It literally shows up squished, deflated, and in a box, which just makes moving it, unpacking it, and setting it up so much easier, which we all know is really hard, especially if you have back pain. So this thing saves you so much trouble and so much hassle by just showing up in a box on your doorstep. The second part of this is that you can actually deflate these things and put them back into a vacuum sealed bag in order to transport them or move them again. My fiance and I have actually done this a couple times now, and it's a pretty seamless process. You basically buy these giant Ziploc bags that you throw the mattress in, and you use a vacuum to suck out all the air and roll it up really small. Traditionally, mattresses have been these really big, cumbersome things to move, but a memory foam mattress like this just makes it so much easier. All right, next big positive with this mattress is just the durability. Again, we've had two of these things for over 2 years now, and both of them have held up really well. We've had no issues with wear and tear or the mattress sagging or getting less supportive over time, despite it living through a couple moves at this point. They've also been deflated, rolled up, and reflated multiple times without any issues. So they just hold up really well, which I think was something I was a little bit skeptical of when first purchasing this thing, just because I never had experience with a memory foam mattress before. And the final big pro is gonna be the price. There are tons of different mattresses out there at a wide range of price points, but honestly, what you're paying for in a lot of those cases, unfortunately, is the marketing. I won't mention any exact prices here in this video because they fluctuate a little bit and it depends on the size that you're getting. But for these models specifically, which I think all come in under $500, this is an unbelievable value. Again, we spend about 1/3 of our lives on these things, so I would have no problem paying way more than this for a really solid mattress. But I think it's really awesome that you don't have to in order to get something really great. All right, I've been hyping this thing up quite a bit, so let's talk about the one con that I think this mattress and most memory foam mattresses have. And that's gonna be that they tend to run a little bit warmer. With an old school spring mattress, there's usually more airflow through the material and therefore a slightly cooler sleeping experience. So the one downside to memory foam mattresses is that they tend to trap heat a little bit more. It's really not the end of the world, and it's something I rarely ever notice. But if you tend to sleep super hot, or you don't have air conditioning or a fan or something to cool things down, it might get a little warm sometimes. But again, it's something I hardly ever notice, and I think it's a really small price to pay for everything that you're getting. So here's where I stand on this. There's no perfect mattress for back pain, and I don't think you need to get all surgical and anatomical about how the firmness of the mattress is supporting certain vertebrae in your spine or keeping your hips aligned. It's just a mattress. But that being said, sleep, stress, and recovery are huge factors when it comes to getting out of back pain or managing it. So I do think it's really well worth your time and your money to invest in your sleep. And if you're not happy with your mattress or you're not sleeping really well, I think it's worth trying something new. And that is especially the case if you sleep with a partner or a spouse and you have a spring mattress currently. The support, the comfort, and the motion isolation of a memory foam mattress like this Novilla, I think can make a massive difference in your ability to fall asleep and stay asleep, which in turn can have big effects on pain. Again, there's tons of brands out there. There's lots of different mattresses to choose from. This isn't the very best or only mattress that you can get, but it's the one that I have a lot of personal experience with and have recommended to a ton of people. So again, if you're interested in this Novilla 12-inch memory foam mattress, I'll leave a link down below to check it out on Amazon. I hope it's helpful. I hope it helps with your sleep and your back pain, and I'll see you in the next video.